Hey fellas, this is Ed Miller. Last week we talked about renewing your mind, and that involved getting in the Bible and reading it daily, and hopefully doing it before you start as your day. This week we're talking about prayer. So earlier today I shared the story how I used to work for Pitney Bowes. Basically with that shirt I wore that said Pitney Bowes and the tools I carried, I could get into pretty much anywhere. Banks, prisons, hospitals, U.S. Marshal offices. They pretty much didn't search me. They just let me go right on through. So with prayer, it's pretty much the same thing. With prayer, it doesn't matter where you're at. You have access to the Father. So just reach out to the Lord. So Bible verse, Colossians chapter 4, verse 2. Devote yourselves to prayer with an alert mind and a thankful heart. So you're going directly to the Father, the throne, when you pray. So I think you need to treat it as such. Warriors' prayer is the most valuable moment-to-moment asset in our arsenal of weaponry because of who is on the other end of the line. We're too vulnerable, and our survival depends on that unbroken, unyielding camaraderie, our advocate on the battlefield. The more we communicate, the more we dominate. So the main thing you don't want to do is just do vain repetitions. I used to be Catholic, so I would just do a bunch of Hail Marys, and Jesus talked in the New Testament. He doesn't care for that. He wants it to come from your heart. So when you pray, just go to him honestly and earnestly and just tell him what you need. Try not to make it always about yourself. Think of others. Give him thanks. He's done so much for everybody, including myself. So it's just like a dialogue. You're talking to somebody. It's a two-way street, two-way communication. You don't want it to be always one way. Another thing you want to do is pray over everything. Working on a car, have it on some lifts, and I don't want it to crush me. Help me to fix this vehicle and be safe. I'm on a ladder. Keep me from falling. Somebody's sick, friend's sick, you pray for them. So pray for everything and pray in any situation. Next thing you want to do is take every thought captive. Just still with the prayer part. So if some goofy thought comes in your head, just pray to God about it. Give it to him. A lot of times we try to wrestle with something and it just ends up defeating us. So the best thing you can do is just take it to God and ask him for your help. Either silently in our heads or audibly from our mouths, God, is this glorifying you? And God, what do you want me to do? So always turn to the Lord. So that's it. Next week we talk about glorifying the Lord. Worship, that is. So this is Ed Miller from the Connect Group, Men's Connect Group 930 class, and hope you have a blessed week. Bye.